Hello everybody, welcome to my video today. Today I am filming a casual Q&A. I have a couple of questions prepared, and to be honest, there are combinations of questions I asked my dad to send me and questions that I found online because I don't quite have the following to get questions from all of you yet. But if you do have a burning question, please leave it in the comments down below and I will answer it in my next video. So I've written the questions down in my bullet journal, and I'm gonna go through them one by one. For those of you who are new here, my name is Sarah. I'm 22 years old. I live out here in Seattle, Washington, and I recently moved out here in July. I make videos on career, lifestyle, a little bit of fashion, although I recently discovered how difficult it is to film a lookbook and how bad I am at modeling. So that was a work in progress. I also work on a lot of side projects that are entrepreneurial, so if you're interested in that kind of thing, definitely subscribe below and also hit the like button. Okay, let's go on and get started. The first question is, what are your career aspirations? Okay, this one's a loaded question because I'm someone who loves entrepreneurship and I've always wanted to start my own company. So coming out of college, I studied engineering in college, mechanical engineering, and I was kind of at this fork in the road where I was hesitant to sign my offer with a big corporate company because I wanted to start on the path of starting my own business. I had a few projects in the works, but definitely none of them were at a stage where it would support me financially in any manner. Right now, I do think work at a corporate company was the right move, especially such an established and big company that Microsoft is, because one, I'm surrounded by a community of extremely experienced and intelligent people that I can learn from. Two, big companies usually have a lot of resources to help develop their employees. So in a way, I haven't left that college experience where I'm able to learn because they have all these classes, these training events, the conferences that you can go to and learn from. Three, it provides me the financial resources in order to support myself. I want to add in that my current vision is to stay at Microsoft for at least 3 years and work on my side projects at the same time. Then after 3 years, I'm going to evaluate how I've grown at Microsoft and how my side projects are doing, to then decide if I want to really truly focus on growing in the corporate world or maybe turn one of my side projects into my main job. What do you think of Seattle so far? So I grew up mainly in Michigan, and that is the Midwest, and the Midwest is known for being very friendly. I don't know if this is true for sure, but coming to Seattle, I definitely heard a stereotype that Seattle is a hard place to make friends. There's something called the Seattle freeze, which is apparently in the wintertime. No one leaves their apartment and it's really hard to be social. I have actually found everyone here to be extremely friendly and welcoming. And I think honestly a part of that is most of the people I have met have not been from Seattle, so everyone coming to Seattle thinks this, that oh my gosh, it's gonna be so hard to make friends. So that everyone is extra friendly and putting in extra effort to make friends. Personally, I have found a great community out here in Seattle and I've made a lot of friends that I love so much. How do you build fitness into your lifestyle? This is a good question. I've always been really passionate about staying active and living an active lifestyle. I was a competitive swimmer ever since I was 5 years old. Then in college, I did not swim competitively, but I was on the Michigan Club triathlon team and played water polo for a short semester. Right now, I work out about 4 to 6 times a week, but they vary a lot in intensity. Work out very intuitively. For example, I might have had a lot of sleep. My body is in perfect condition to get a workout in, but I have a lot on my mind and a lot to do, and I will not book a workout because that's just adding something else on to my to-do list, and that really affects my mental clarity. So I use ClassPass. I absolutely love ClassPass. This is not sponsored, but ClassPass really gives me the freedom to work out intuitively. I like to start Monday off strong. I usually do a cycling class to get my heart rate up, to get my blood pumping, to get my face sweating. Then on Tuesdays, after an intense Monday, I kind of want to keep that momentum going, but I want to add in a little bit more fun. So I usually do a dance class or a boxing class. On Wednesdays, oh, bless you. On Wednesdays, I try to do something more strength oriented. And then on Thursday, take a little bit easier, so I might do yoga, or I just might take the entire day off from working out. On Friday, I usually do a strength and conditioning workout or another cycling class. Saturday is a wild card day, and Sunday I do a hip hop dance class again. The next question is, how do you build your network after college? So I'm gonna kind of combine this with another question, which is how do you make friends out of college? Make it your priority. And a part of that is that you have to reach out to people. You can't wait for people to come to you because you're new, people don't really know you yet. So go to work, get names, get contact information, go to a dance class, say hi to someone. It's scary, it's very, very scary at first. But I promise you, the more you do it, the more practice you have, the easier it becomes. It's gonna feel so fake at first when you just go up to someone, say hi. You're gonna feel like you're pretending to be interested, which in a way you are because you don't really know them. But there's nothing wrong with that because that's how you get to know people. I think at first when I was putting myself out there more, it almost felt like I was in theater. Like I was amping up my energy when I was meeting people, which naturally I am very energetic. But it's not like every time you meet someone brand new you know nothing about, you're at tip top of your energy. So I think it's okay. Like I think it needs to be more well known that it's okay to feel like you're putting on a show for this person because you're putting in effort to meet them, and then you'll get to know them, and then you'll know whether you can build a sustainable friendship off of this connection. And if you can, then great, you've made a friend. If not, no pressure. You go meet someone else. If finding a community and finding friends is important to you, you definitely have to make the effort. You have to be the one to invite people, to make plans. To add that being social and reaching out to people is something that I had to learn how to do, and it really did come with practice. And by making it a priority, I mean it's gonna take a lot of time to set entire weekends free, dedicated to just making plans and spending time with people. The next question is, what's something you resent paying for? Yes, Seattle rent. So moving out here, I came out here only a week before my job started, and I was pretty pressured on time to sign a lease. So I signed a lease in the studio apartment, and I love this apartment. I have completely made it my home. I have a little office area over there. This is my living area, my bed's over there, my kitchen. It's great. But if I had more time to think about it, and this is what I'm gonna do next year, is definitely find roommates. Find a house, get some roommates, have that common space, and it's also a community to go back to after work. What are you looking forward to right now? What am I looking forward to? I have a lot to look forward to. It's Sunday and it's mid-December, so that means the holiday season's coming up. So I am excited for a YouTube video that's currently uploading right now. I'm excited for work tomorrow because every day at work is a new opportunity to learn things, grow relationships, and present myself. I'm excited for next weekend. I go home back to Michigan and I get to see my family and I'm gonna spend the holidays with them. And then for New Year's Eve, I'm going to visit my boyfriend in New York City, and we're gonna spend New Year's Eve in New York City with a bunch of our college friends. So that's gonna be freaking fantastic. I'm even just excited to get dinner with my friend tonight. My friend and I, we both live in the same apartment building, so we're gonna order in food, get cozy with our food, and have a good chat. Okay, the last question is advice for someone in college, especially engineering. It's a good question. So I went to college at the University of Michigan and I majored in mechanical engineering. My biggest advice for someone in engineering in college is to, one, set up a system for taking notes. I had a binder for each class. In each binder, I divided it in sections by exams because in most of my engineering classes, we had 3 exams. Midterm exam, I'd have a section of notes, a section of summary notes, which are notes summarizing all my notes, the homework assignments, and practice exams before that midterm. My second tip is to get engineering experience outside of class. This could be in the form of doing research with a professor. It could be in the form of just building your own product for fun, or even as an entrepreneurial project. One of the best classes I took in college was entrepreneurial creativity, and what that class was is that they let you build or do any entrepreneurial venture you wanted. It could be nonprofit, it could be for-profit, it could be a physical product, it could be a social experiment. And having that freedom to do anything with everything I've learned so far helped me to discover myself so much, what I loved, and really tested what I had learned. You really don't know what you know and what you don't know until you test it. I'll preach the Raspberry Pi and Arduino all day long as great engineering learning tools. And you don't even have to be in college to know how to learn them. There's so many tutorials out there on YouTube. And again, and I wanted to add in one more tip, which is to take your time in college if that's financially accessible to you. My one regret in college is trying to fit too many things into such a short time. As a result, I was really stressed a lot of the time and I didn't really get to build deep friendships in college because I was trying to work on a ton of side projects, take on my major and 2 minors at the same time, which I'm really grateful I did, but I could have done that in maybe 5 years and also added other aspects into my life throughout college. That is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, definitely comment below any other videos that you want to see from me, any questions that you have that I can answer in another video. I hope you enjoyed me rambling on. Woo! Goodbye!
Young age, trying to make it big. Now that I'm up late, all on my dick. No contract, just never thrown a brick. Just trying to keep it cool like this ice on my wrist. God give it.